any marketing follows this concept, they will of course flourish and of course succeed in their business.
Okay, thank
Thanks.
you so much, Mr. Nafi. If you want to summarize or discussion about the difference between a new marketing activity and old marketing activity, I can say you in old marketing, the company produce goods and or services, and then and after that they look for the customers for their product. But in new marketing, at first they look for the customers and need of market, then they produce the product. You know. Yes, also the other difference can be the things that Dr. Khatir has told in chat. The modern marketing respects the social responsibility besides other issues, but the old marketing didn't consider the social responsibility. Yes. Okay. Let's continue. In why study OM? Okay. As I told you, OM is one of the three major functions, marketing, finance, and operations of any organization. So OM is one of the major functions. This is the reason that we should study operations management subject. And also we want and need to know how goods and services are produced. We should know what is the process of the service and goods. When we know the process of the goods and the process of the producing goods and services, we can make better decisions. We can establish the new strategies, and we can find the new approaches to reduce cost and increase profit. And also we want to understand what operation managers do. We want to be familiarized with operations managers' duty task. So this is the reason at first we should study the operations management subject to be familiarized with the duty of operations managers or operations manager duty. These three reasons, there are main three reasons that we should study operations management subject. And OM is such a costly part of an organization. And at last, we should know that operation management is the costly part of the organization because the main activity is being done in this part, in this unit. Company should allocate a large fund to purchase raw material, purchase new machinery. They should invest in a high quantity, in a large quantity, in equipment, in machinery, in raw material, and something like this. So this is the costly part of an organization, operation management. What operation managers do? The basic management function is the planning, organizing, staffing, leading, and controlling. At first, they should plan for new services or new products. For example, what product is necessary now? What services is necessary now? And after that, they should organize their activities for this purpose, for producing new product or offering new service to customers. And after that, they should staffing. They should find new staff and new employees, skilled workers, the high knowledge engineers, and something like that for the company. They should gather a good human resource. You know, they should gather a good staff, high skilled staff to proceed this activity. Yes, the leading. They should lead these activities, and after that, they should monitor and control these activities, this process of the process of the production or process of the services. So these activities are basic management function of the operations manager: planning, organizing, stopping, leading, and last one is controlling and monitoring the process of the control. To see the process is under control or not under control. That is a separate subject that we will discuss on I think the 5th or 6th week together. Okay. There are some critical decisions. Yes, exactly. As Dr. Khatir is telling in chat, the role of the operation manager also is to resolve the daily issues and work stop to improve customer service. Very good. Yes, exactly. This is the one of the main, also the one of the main duties of the operation manager. Yes, very good. And to organize the today activities as well. They should, the operation manager should find good supplier and make contract to them. Also, they should control the process of control. They should reduce cost in company. They should monitor all of the R&D department, research and development department. They should interact to other managers, financial managers, marketing managers, human resource managers, and something like this. The critical decisions that have been made by operations managers in any company is the design of goods and services. In design of goods and services, what they should ask two questions: what good or service should be offered, and how should we design these products and services? This is very important. What good or service should be offered? It means that what is the need of market? The customers, what customers need. After that, we should, after finding the need of market, we should know how should we design these products and services. It means that you should interact with engineers, for example, in manufacturing companies, to how to find a new approaches, to find new ways to design these products and services that have been recognized by managers. That is the new need of market. You know, how should we design these products? What is the best way? For example, imagine you are working in airplane industry, for example, in Boeing company or in the Airbus company. When managers understand what is the new need of the market, for example, they have received an order from, for example, one airline or from Army, Air Force Army, for a new airplane with a new ability, with a new airplane with new ability that has not that size that doesn't exist in the market now. They should appoint a meeting and they should visit each other, the managers and the engineers, and find a new ways for how we should design this product. And what is the priority activity? What activity are in priority for starting this project to design this? For example, how should we the feature of this new airplane? For example, the wing should be installed in the top of the airplane, should be installed in the middle of airplane, or should be installed in low part of the airplane. This is, for example, the new feature. They know about, they should make decision about the feature of the design, and after that, they should start the new project. For example, a new order that has been that they have received from new company, such as the Army, F-boy. Maintenance managers, no, maintenance managers are not operation management. Maintenance managers are a kind of a type of the engineer managers who interact to operation managers. For example, the operation manager survive and monitor or control the work of the maintenance managers. But the maintenance manager is under control of the operations unit, like the engineering unit. Managing quality. How do we define quality? Who is responsible for quality? The managing quality is very, very important. For example, when you receive a new order for new product and you want to design a new product for market, you should consider the quality of the product. If you produce a low quality product, you lose all of your customers. But if you produce the high quality product, you will attract the many customers around the world. Exactly. As Mr. Muhammad Ehsan has told, the meeting the expectation of the customer is called quality. Very good. This is the main definition of the quality. Meeting the expectations of the customer. Who is responsible for quality? Managers, engineers, customers. The quality is a separate subject, is an individual subject that we discuss the next week together. Exactly, the next week the subject is the quality. And we discuss about the responsible for quality and also the main definition of the quality together. Okay, another critical decision is the process and capacity design. What process and what capacity will this product require? At first, they want to know how much is the capacity of company for example, producing 500 units per day. How much is the capacity of the automobile industry? For example, how many cars, how many automobiles this company can produce per day or per annually. What equipment and technology is necessary for this process, and what is they should make decisions about the equipment and technology or machinery they need for the process of the design of the new products or new services for market. They are the process and capacity design. For example, when they receive the large quantity order from a customer, if the company sees the capacity is lower than this, they don't accept this order. For example, the customers place an order 500 units and they require the company to produce this quantity for me by next week. You have only one week deadline for producing this product. If the capacity is low, if the capacity is low for company, the company should accept this order, because the company should tell the customer, I cannot produce 500, for example, 500 units during only 1 week. My capacity is not much that I do this for you. They should consider the capacity, and if they can, or if the company is able to develop its capacity, they should do this. For example, they should hire, they should employ the more staff, they should purchase the new machinery and increase the number of the machinery, and also something like this to increase their capacity. And also the location strategy. Where should we put the facility? On what criteria should we base the location decision? The finding new location, the finding a proper location for company and facility is very important. Sometimes some companies want to establish a new line of product. You know, they want to establish a new factory. They should look up. They should look for a good locations, a good region for their setting up their facility and building factory. For example, if the company needs a lot of water, they should look for a good location near the river, near a sea, near the river, that to access to a large quantity of water, for example. You know, this is the reason that the looking for location is very important for company, and this is a critical decision. For example, I think you have here many American companies have decided to transfer their locations to Southeast of the Asia, such as Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, and something like this. They have found that they are good location for them because they can find the low-cost labor in this region. So they have decided to transfer many factories and many companies to this area, and this is a location strategy, you know, because they want to reduce their cost. So they have found out the Southeast of Asia is the best region for them. This is a kind of the location strategy. The layout strategy. How should we arrange the facility? How large must the facility be to meet our plan? The arranging the facility, for example, where the warehouse, where the stores should be built, where the factory should be built, where the office should be built. These units, how these units should be linked together, and how we can transfer the, for example, staff or equipment from one office, one location to other location. This is the arranging the facility that is called the layout strategy. For example, in hospital, when you establish a hospital, you should make decisions which floor should be emergency room, which floor should be operation surgery room. Recovery room should be built in exactly the next of the operation surgery. They cannot be separate. For example, the operation surgery is the second floor, and the recovery room is the fifth floor. It's impossible, because when the doctor taking out the patient from operation surgery room, they immediately should he or she should be transferred to recovery. They should be built exactly near each other. This is the layout strategy. Surgery operations should be near to recovery room. You know, when a patient is taken out from the surgery, he or she should transfer immediately to recovery room. This is the selection of the location. This is the layout strategy. Human resource and job design. How do we provide a reasonable work environment? How much can we expect our employees to produce? The human resource and job design is another critical decision. They should employ a high-skilled worker, and they should expect these workers with a good knowledge to reduce the more units. When you employ the high-skilled worker, they work very well for company. They have a good ability to produce more units. because they are very experts, they are very master in their job, and how we should design, we should allocate the job to these people, who is responsible for which task. This is very important to allocate or to assign job to proper persons. Yes, select of the location, it depends on the nature of business, exactly. The supply chain management. Should we make or buy these components? Who are our suppliers and who can integrate into our e-commerce program? In the supply chain management, the company should make decisions to, it's better we purchase the raw materials or make them raw material. Sometimes companies see that the making raw material itself is economical, is more economical. And sometimes the company sees it's better that raw materials should be purchased. And so they should look for the good suppliers to purchase the high quality components, high quality material for their company. Inventory, material requirements, planning, and JIT or just in time. How much inventory of each item should we have? When do we reorder? You know, they should record the inventory in their store, and they should calculate what time this inventory will finish. And before that, they should make the new order to refill the store. Because if the inventory in store finished, and after that the company makes decision to order a new material, it's not good, because the workers don't work for example 2 or 3 days, because they have not material, they have not inventory, and it can make a high cost for company. If the workers don't work for 2 days or 3 days, and the company cannot produce 1 day, it causes that the competitors do better than company, and also it can make a high cost for company. What is the supply chain management? One of the question is what is the supply chain management? It is a main part of the operation management, supply chain management, and this is one of the subjects, and I am going to teach you in the future. Okay, I will explain you what is the supply chain management. If I want to tell you in brief way, the supply chain management is the set of the activities that should company do to purchase material, transform these materials to product, and then sell to customers. This process and these activities is the supply chain management. Purchase material, transform the material to product, and then sell to customers. This chain is the supply chain management that we will discuss later. Okay, characteristics of the goods. As I told you, the goods and services are different together. The characteristics of the goods is the tangible product. The goods are tangible products, such as the camera, automobile. You can touch it. You can see it physically. Consistent product definition. Product usually separate from consumption, can be inventoried, and low customer interaction. Okay, these 5 items are the characteristics of the goods. The goods are tangible products. Yeah, it means that you can touch it, you can see it physically, and it is a consistent product definition. you can offer a good definition for this. You can offer a physical definition for the goods, and also the production usually separate from consumption. It means that the goods at first are produced for company and then transferred to customers and consumed or used by customer. It means that at first produced is done, and after production consumption happens. Consumption takes place after production. The goods can be inventoried. In manufacturing companies that are producing goods after production, they can transfer into inventory. The goods can be inventory in the store because they are physical. For example, as I told you, the camera, the laptop, the airplane, they can be held in a store, and after that they can sell to customers. Low customer interaction. Customers cannot see what's happening in the manufacturing company. The customer cannot see what's happening in the company, because at first the goods are produced in company, and after that go to market, and customers come to market and purchase these. They are not interact with the company, and the customers don't directly interact together. Consistent product definition means that you can offer a right definition for products. For example, you can define because you can see the tangible, because the products are tangible. You can define you can give a consistent definition to product. Consistent means that consistent mean stable. The stable product definition. The definition for product for good is stable. A camera, it doesn't change. But for services, the definition for service can be changed. For example, you can define this service in this company in this way, and 2 years later, 3 years later, the definition of the service for the company can differ, can change. And Mr. Nurday, right? I should write what? Mr. Nurday.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, thank you very much, and hello to everybody. Good evening. And as my classmate asked you, please define what is a consistent product definition. We can hear it, but my suggestion is, if possible, please write in the message or chat box, because we have to copy it and for further study. If you tell us orally, we can catch it 100%. If you write here, we can copy in for further study. Thank you very much.
Mr. Uzair, I'm so sorry, I can't hear your voice very well. May I ask you repeat again? So sorry.
Sure, why not? I mean that some of our classmates ask you some definitions such as consistent product definition. If you
Yes.
say it orally, we can't catch it 100%. If you write in chat box, we can select and copy and paste for further study. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Let me write for you consistent product definition means goods have stable definition. But definition of services as consistent product definition means that goods have a stable definition. It doesn't change, but definition for service may change as years pass. Okay, after this, please let's discuss about the characteristics of service. Intangible product. For example, education. For example, in education, when you go to university, when you go to a school, and teachers are teaching you, the education cannot be it is intangible, you know. And also when you go to insurance company and are using the service of that insurance, the insurance company or the education and something like this is intangible. Intangible, you cannot see this service, but you can also realize it, you can understand it based on your mind, you know. It's not like a camera, like the automobile that you can touch it. Yes, you can feel it. You can feel your knowledge has increased. You know, you can produce and customer at the same time. Exactly. At the same time, you, for example, when you are sitting at the class, at the same time, you are using the service. The service is producing and you are using it the same time. Often unique. Yes. For example, you know, the quality of the services is different from company to company. Some company offer the better services because they have unique knowledge, you know, they have better knowledge. For example, you can say this dentist is better than dentist. It gives you better service. For example, this cinema is, or this, for example, this theme park gives you the better service. This insurance company, it gives you this is unique, you know, it different from company to company. Some companies have their own strategies. They are offering their unique service to customer. High customer interaction, exactly. At the same time, the customers and the persons who is producing service are interact together. Inconsistent product definition. As a result of the definitions, the product definitions is not consistent, not stable. It might change. Often knowledge-based. Often knowledge-based. Yes, exactly. It's based on knowledge-based. For example, a teacher who has a good knowledge, they are offering the better service. A dentist has a good knowledge, they are offering the better service. So you cannot find, for example, two dentists that are the same 100%. You can be sure that one of the dentists or one of the doctor is the better than other, because the other colleague, because it has the better knowledge. And frequently this person. And frequently dispersed, it means that the service company have a lot of branch around there, for example, around the country. For example, the bank. The bank, you can find any bank in everywhere in your country. When you go to to travel to another city, you can find a bank. When you go to another city, you can find banks. This is dispersed. It means that this is it means it is a scatter. It's a scatter. It's find everywhere. And it was the characteristic of the services. As I told you, the goods had the consistent product definition, but the services has inconsistent product definition. As I told you, it means that the definitions for goods are stable. It doesn't change. For example, automobile is automobile. Only the feature of the automobile may change, not the definition of the automobile. Automobile is automobile. It's a tool, it's a device that transfer you to other place. But the definition for the service may change everywhere. For example, you have faced with a new service, namely the e-learning, electronic learning. So the services have changed in e-learning in comparison to physical learning. Industry as services as percentage of the GDP. In some country, in one country such as China, please look at this slide and look at this diagram. As you see, in the China, the services company has made up the high percentage of the GDP, gross domestic product. Gross domestic product. GDP is one of the indicator in the economy. In the China, in the third country on the left, Australia, Canada, China. The blue one is the service and the yellow one is the manufacturing company. In the China, the service company is make up the high percentage of the GDP. In the Hong Kong, the manufacturing the manufacturing is much more than the services are making up the percentage of the GDP. But for example, in the Czech Republic, the difference between manufacturing and GDP is the gross domestic product. Have you heard? It's an indicator in economy. Gross domestic product, GDP. Yes, I know. Gross domestic product is, it's an indicator that economies in each country to evaluate the situation of economy based off this indicator. Manufacturing and service employment. As you know, according to this diagram, the service company have employed more staff in compared to manufacturing company. The employment in millions %. The service company, it shows that the many people have been employed in service company, not in manufacturing company. This is the reason in some countries such as China, the service company is very, very important. New challenge in operation management. The global focus. Yes. As you know, we have encountered to a new concept as namely globalization. Who knows what is the globalization? Anybody knows what is the globalization? If anybody knows, raise hand to pass microphone to him to talk. What is globalization? Anybody knows what is globalization? Okay, please let me explain. Globalization is a phenomenon that it means that all of the companies have decided to develop themselves to abroad, develop themselves out of their mother country. For example, as I told you, the United States companies, the Canada companies have decided to develop their companies to go abroad and go to Southeast Asia. They want to build the new manufacturing. They want to build new factories and employ new staff around new countries. It shows that globalization. Most of the countries have decided to work together to unlimit their borders, to goods and services can transfer across the borders very easily. Yes, products should be produced everywhere of the world. Exactly, this is the globalization. The globalization has changed the operation management. It has made it very hard because the company are developing themselves, and the task of the operation managers is very, very hard in this time, because they should handle a large company that is operating in, for example, 3 countries or 5 countries. The companies such as the Boeing, such as the Airbus, are doing a hard job for operation management. Just-in-time performance. Just-in-time is one of the strategies in supply chain management. But if I want to define the just-in-time, I should tell you just-in-time means that deliver the product to right place and right time. When you, for example, when you make an order, when you place an order and you expect the companies to deliver to you, for example, maximum 2 weeks. If the company can do it for you and deliver the products that you have ordered during two weeks, it means that just in time. It means that the company has done very good just-in-time strategy because it has succeeded to deliver you the right quantity of that you have ordered in the right time and in the right place that you expected. You know, this is the just-in-time performance. This is a strategy. If the company can do this strategy very well, it can increase its reputation. Yes, of course. I will define you just in time in the supply chain management subject in future. Okay, the supply chain partnering. The supply chain partnering means that the companies should find a good partner for themselves out of the mother country. For example, uh, supply chain partnering, it means that when Boeing or Airbus have decided to produce their product in out of the United States and they want to go to, for example, uh, in Europe, in Netherlands, in Germany, they should find the good suppliers to cooperate with each other in that country. This is the supply chain partnering. They should find a good supplier for their products because they want to transfer their some of the parts of the airplane to be built in other countries, such as Germany. So if they want to transfer the factory to other countries, they should find the good partners to provide the better and high quality material for them. The rapid product development. They should develop the product very rapidly. You know, they should they should increase the number of the production in their company very rapidly, not delay, because delay is not good and it can destroy the reputation of the company. Uh, the but let me tell you something. Unfortunately, the institution, okay, unfortunately, the World Wide Science didn't allow me to give you time for pray, but because this is the class, the international class, and some of the students don't want to interrupt the class, so I have to. I'm so sorry about it. But the persons, those persons who wants to go to pray, they can go and come back. They can go to pray and come back. But I try to teach slow. Okay, very slow to come back soon. Okay. Please let me do, please let me, yes, please let me to finish this slide, and after that the time is over. I know, but please let me finish this slide. The mass customization. Okay, mass customization means that company should produce in large quantity. For example, a lot of units should be produced in company. This is the mass customization. It means that also you cannot see the slide. Can you see the slide? Because some of the students told me we cannot see it. We cannot see the slide. Why? I'm I'm explaining the slide number 19, the new trends in OM. Your global focus, just-in-time performance, supply chain partnering, rapid product development, mass customization, empowered employees, environmentally sensitive production, ethics. You can see, yes, only the titles they exist here. But if you want, only the title exists here, and I'm describing each title. Okay, I'm describing each title for you. If you want to know more than these, if you want to study more, as I told you, I'm studying from. I introduced you a reference. I told you my reference is operations management book. Please let me write for you. Operations management. Operations management book. This is our reference by Hater. Have uploaded the PDF of the book in the MLS for you. Sorry, in the LMS for you. We have uploaded this book. You can go and download this book, and you can study. You can have the content of this slide to read this book, because we cannot upload all of the line to line of all of the subject here, because you know this is the limited. It has the limited capacity, and so I have to write only subject, and we should ninth edition. Ninth edition. Okay. Empowered employee. Please let me continue. Empowered employees means that we should the company should find the employees in other countries that are very good skill, have a good skill, and have a high knowledge. They should find them and employ them in their company. Environmentally sensitive production. They should produce the production, and they should produce the goods that don't hurt to environment. They should consider the environment issue.
Hello? Can anybody hear me? Hello?
Hello. Assalamu alaikum. Dear classmates, do you hear me?
Yes, Najib John, I hear you.
استاد چه شد ماشم نیسته نجیب جان هست شده
اگه بفهم ما خودمون همینجا 6 منتظر ببینیم که چی میگه.
استاد نیست
نجیب سلام علیکم.
سلام علیکم جور بخیر چه شد استاد نیست رفت
I think so.
استاد وقتش خلاص شد دیگه 7:30 بجه خلاص میکنه دیگه.
بله سلام علیکم.
بله کی هستی؟
بله
دکتر صاحب نجیب رفتم.
چطور دیده صحت خوب است؟ جور است انشاءالله؟
جان شما جور است خیلیتی؟
ای استاد چی شد؟ اول از نماز آمد؟
بوده
خلاص نشدیم.
من فکر میکنم وقتش خلاص شد چون 6 تا 7:30 میباشه.
نه بعد 2 ساعت بوده زری خلاص کردیشه گفتی که برو استاد استادم میگه که برو خود وقتی که درس میده بخوام درس بده
کی گفت که برو؟
کدامتان گفتن که برو نورزای صاحب گفتن نورزای صاحب کلیگی گفته که استاد گفته که برو بخیر
نورزای صاحب برام هر روز همین کار میکنه.
اوبر استاد تا وقتی که وقت داره از گوش کنیم یاد بگیریم یعنی چانس از دیگر رقم ما شما یاد نمیگیریم
یا خیر باشه ما شما یک جا که این باز یاد میگیریم.
نمیال سبب ثبت میشه. آهنگا میشنوی؟
بله نجیب الله جان تا 8 بذاره بگویم کلگی باشه که شاید فصل استاد من کنم عوارض تکنیکی پیدا کنه اینترنتشان
خب
ما خب منتظر میشیم تا درس اگر 8 بجه خلاص میشد خب مثلا چرا
بله
چی شد؟
میشنم.
عزیز جان سلام. میشنم.
این استاد گپای آخرش چی بود؟ ما در نماز رفتیم چیزی گفت رفت اینی که اونطور قطع شد.
نه چی شد؟ حتما که مشکل تکنیکی است، شاید پس بیاید. ما منتظر هستیم 20 دقیقه دیگه هم از آمد خونه باشیم.
درست هست میرزارای نیست مشکل نیست.
در لاین باشیم.
بله
نجیب جان لکچر خود گرفتی در سلایتار هم گرفتی هست شدی در تو را تشریح کده برو برای ما دیگه.
اصلا ما هاست شدیم شاید تو مشکل تکنیکی باشه.
تو مشکل تکنیکی خواست چی کنم و چی کتاب برو بیار بی ما شور داده نمیتونیم سلایدار ما شور داده نمیتونیم. اما تو یک کار کو بیدر چی کو برو کتابش بگی از امو سایت امو رو بر ما چی کو
کجاست کتابش؟ کجاست کتابش؟
اوست میتونه برو پیدا کنن. این در نوتس برو در نوتس نیست؟
در نوتس
نه در نوتس خود من نمیبینیم چی داره. نه نوتس همی شاید تایپینگ شدگی های ما باشم یا
meeting information file open share
این در نوست نمی باشه
share اگر اینجا باشه application whiteboard web content browser view full screen
لینک کتابم رایگان نیست
به یه خودشت منه information record setting option history
برای ما شما هنوز یوزرنیم جور نکردن کسی داره یوزرنیم؟
نه هنوز کسی ندارم
ما هم نداریم. یوزرنیم که جور کرد بازونده و چی گفت در LLC در کجاست گفت همونجا چی میشه ما بیاریم سلایدار رقمی تیر نکو تشریح هم بکو دیگه
باش بایی رو کاملای چیه
استاد روان کرده ایمیل کرده اگر شما نگرفتن شکر همی پرزنتیشن استاد ایمیل کرده اگر شما نگرفتن ایمیل تانو بتون که برتان روان کنم
ما گرفتم میره
میره
کارهای دیگه اگر کسی نگرفته هم سنجوی دیگه بگوید که برش ایمیلشان
خودم کتابش نگرفتین اپریشن منیجمنت دانلود کردین شما
میمالا اپریشن منیجمنت خب پیسه کیسته پی دی اف شا گفته در چیز دادیم در کام جای گفت که اپلود کردیم چی کردیم من نفهمیدم کوره
و یک موضوع دیگه که شب گذاشته درس گذاشته که استاد گفت که من ریکورد رو به چیز میمونم به فیسبوک شما گرفتین؟
من اپریشن نه من ندیدیم بخرم در چیز در یوتیوب بریم در اونجا شاید باشه
شما کتابل نگرفته بوده؟
فقط از بخش مارکتینگ روان کرده در یوتیوب است که ما رو نگرفته
مارکتینگ از مارکتینگ روان کرده در یوتیوب؟
از مارکتینگ روان کرده تاریخ 18
از فایننس روان کرده ما از فایننس دیدم
از فایننس ما ندیدیم
از فایننس گرفتیم نه دی استاد گفت که ساوند ریکورد میشه که بیره باز در فیسبوک من میتونیم که بگیریم اب شما از کدام اینترنت استفاده میکنید نه جان
بله صاحب
شما از کدام اینترنت استفاده میکنید
اینترنت دفتر پیدا چی کدام اینترنت خو
و یک چیز دیگه میشه از استادا یک پیشنهاد کنیم اگر شبه که هر درس یک روز پیش برای ما روان کنه که ما حداقل امور یک مطالعه کنیم و یک چیز
پرزنتیشن روان کنه او بدر پرزنتیشن روان کنه
از بخشای دیگه ما تو روان شد بسیار کمک کننده است برای ما شما شاید یک تعداد خوانده باشه یک تعداد نخوانده اکثریت
برای ما بیخی نمید اکثر چیزا
این بسیار خوب میشه که زمان یک بار مرور شد و که مرور شد طبعا یک سلسله سوالات هم میباشه این سوالات هم میتونیم که مطرح کنیم در جریان لکچر از استاد پرسان کنیم سوال هم تعدادش کم میشه و ما موضوعات خوبتر میگیریم
گپ خوب است پیشنهاد شد برای استاد قبول بکنه
این یک چیز رایج است
ما که فکر میکنم استاد نخواد آمد ما خور هفتم بدر خداحافظ من شب خوش
خداحافظ
خداحافظ
خداحافظ